Looking for a bar in the nearest town. I've never seen a sky so blue. We don't ever play it and the night is young. It doesn't matter what we do. There ain't nobody like. There ain't nobody.
Here for the bed! Hey, oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
And you're so task.
Oh, yeah. What can I say? It's worth the skin tone. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my teeth in the middle. This place is incredible.
Amazing.
It's a wee multi-way, so I'll work on it. Hi, thank you. God, where did you go?
Oh, Emma!
Hey, how are you guys? Oh, I love your makeup. That's great. Is that been done?
Yeah.
Oh, is this happening right now?
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. What does this mean?
I just messed calculated all the flowers.
Oh.
You are flowers.
I am a flower. I am a flower. I'm fine with it.
You've got the bouquet.
Hello! How are you? Good, thank you. How are you?
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. God, your tan looks great. Is that natural? Yeah. Oh, I just come from Portugal too, but my tan is not. Mine is not natural at all.
You would never like on it.
No, that's true. That's true.
That's the opposite.
I know.
Oh, you don't live there.
No, I know. Even if I did live there, I wouldn't have a hope in her. Oh, sorry. Thank you so much. I've just tied it. I probably need to fix it a wee bit. Oh, love the shoes, Riz.
I'm not making them.
It's
Oh,
not
so
what she
good.
would choose. It's not what I would have worn
Oh, it's
today,
nice.
but God bless her.
She's
She's an individual.
She is. She is.
You are.
What? So, see that? What is my great made a holy sausage bagel thing? I was like getting off TikTok. She was like, "You're too big for this," and I came out and you could like get in my room with me. Oh. Okay, so I thought I will come and have it.
Do it. Yeah. And then I got to tell you jobs.
Yeah.
Looking for a bar in the nearest town. I've never seen a sky so blue. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you. I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you.
Yes, I think I need them.
They did well last night. Tied on a few
Oh, yes. Hey, Mum, you were holding back a few tears.
That was hard to store, but your dad gets. He did that. He actually helped. I think Stan and I met him the night that we came in to see your mum and dad. We sat at a glass of wine with him, and I think they came in just as we were leaving. He's the golfer. Yes.
So I'll see you. Yeah, take a Prosecco. You do you.
Is your glass here?
You do.
I have.
Oh my gosh. It looks so nice with the hair. It's amazing. Perfect bronzer amount. Everything. It looks stunning. It looks stunning. Thank you so much. Yes.
Alright, and that's both sides.
Oh, hey,
I can't look at you. I can't look at you.
My eyes have been
I
straight. It's
can't,
partially
no.
hay fever, but mostly it's
I can't look. You're something else. I can't be looking at you.
for sure.
100%.
We're both a couple of lost souls at high school.
Yeah. Well, it's because we were friends with the mean girls, but we were mean.
We were going to get dropped into the wrong grade.
Yeah, so we were like...
Oh, here.
Oh my god, that hair was so bad. Let me see. Oh my god!
What is this,
My hair,
2012?
I look like a Lego
It doesn't
man.
even look like you.
I literally look like a Lego man.
I think you look great at the time.
Can you redo that picture?
Yeah, we
now?
have
Hand
to.
on the hip, whole thing.
Oh, I've got to get my dress on. I love that. Yeah,
saw you
guys.
guys.
No, he was stuck in his face.
Is that better?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Amazing. Yeah, it's stunning.
I'm so comfy and I feel good. And it's good. She said you have to.
What do you have to do?
Tits and teeth. Tits and teeth.
That old combo.
I see no teeth. Oh, okay. Great. I've got too much tit, I can't have any teeth. All good? Should I get the buffet out? Yeah.
Together for me.
Oh, I don't have my lipstick anymore.
Darling.
Little half circles.
Oh, I do look like I'm in Midsummer. I look like I'm about to sacrifice someone. Do you know what I mean? No?
Yes, maybe. That's fine.
Wicker man vibes. Wicker man vibes.
There you go, there's your lipstick. There you go.
Okay.
I'm really hoping that's all on video.
Yeah.
Just there's a nice segment of the wedding video where Marissa.
Feel good.
Yeah. Thank you. That's helpful.
Mel said it was like Florence and the Machine.
Yes. Yeah.
First album.
Yes.
It's like Lana Del Rey vibe.
Great reference to all the queens.
You guys all look gorgeous too. Guys, thank you so much for this morning. You kept me on cam. And I trust you all. It's been amazing.
Have you got your shampoo on?
We decided it was okay. I don't think I'm outside for long. So, what I'm going to do is have a glass of water.
Have you had anything?
I'm okay actually, I'm going to wait. Yeah, but I'm going to grab a glass of water. I think water is good. Definitely upgraded.
Hear me? Yeah. Thank you. Oh my god, why all thank you so much.
Oh my god, Mr. and Mrs. Snacks!
Oh my god.
I love
That's
So
such a good
good.
idea.
You need a drink tag. Thank you. You're welcome.
Emily and Anna are here, so maybe I'm going to send you guys out to hold the bridesmaids for a bit. Have a chat. I mean, I don't know if we want to offer them a glass of Prosecco. How many glasses do we have? Like,
That's like these ones.
yeah, so like,
Whenever I see you,
yeah, thank you guys for being amazing this morning. Please, bye.
you stole my
Have the best day,
heart.
guys.
What is it that you
Oh god,
like the moon is the sun? You don't care about the
So I'm thinking if we get the bridesmaids out, because the next step for me is the parent dress reveal.
You set my world on fire.
So you guys get the bridesmaids.
You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay, like you take me.
We feel beautiful, we all live here.
You set my world on fire. You set my
Oh my
world
god.
on fire.
No, makeup.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Gorgeous. Dresses.
Makeup.
Gorgeous.
You make me smile. What is it that you do?
Oh, stunning.
It's too fabulous.
Fabulous.
Life was great till you added colors.
We're going to get all the bridesmaids to come in here and we're all just going to hang out in here.
You set my
Makeup.
You look so nice, Dad. This looks lovely.
Yes, he didn't touch it.
No, I didn't touch it.
You're my heart's desire.
These arrived.
I just
didn't cry,
wanna
but you did well.
love you,
I
just
did well.
wanna hold
How
you,
you got
just
on?
wanna be with you till we grow old. You tell me
Isn't
you'll
it
stay,
gorgeous?
or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do. I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Just tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire.
I'm obsessed with the way your head is laying on my chest. All the things I hate about myself. One knows, but I see
Don't start crying, you'll ruin your makeup.
when I overthink the little things in my head.
No crying.
You seem to always help me catch my
You look so beautiful.
then I lose
Okay, I've already
it.
done it.
You look so gorgeous.
Your turn.
So why do I get so nervous when I look into your eyes? Butterflies can't stop me falling for you.
She scrubs up so good.
Darling, this is more than anything I felt before you, everything that I want, but I don't think I'd find someone who is worth the wait. And all the years of my heartbreak, but I know now I found the one I love. Love the way you can never find the right things to say.
I'm gonna go grab my bag. Wait, I'll bring the Prosecco
Can't sit
through.
still.
We'll go get the Prosecco. We'll get bags.
The way enough is enough. So darling, I get so nervous when I look into your eyes. Butterflies can't stop me falling for you. Darling, this is more than anything I felt before you, everything that I want, but I didn't think I'd find someone who is worth the wait. And all the years of my heartbreak, but I know now I found the one I love. Oh, no, no. So why do I get so nervous when I look into your eyes? Butterflies can't stop me falling for you. Darling, this is more than anything I felt before you, everything that I want, but I didn't think I'd find someone who is worth the wait. And all the years of my heartbreak, but I know now I found the one I love.
Yes, yeah, Mary's free.
Oh no, no, I know now I found the one you, my heart is on fire. You come to me wild and wild. Oh, you come to me, give me everything I need. Give me lifetimes of promises and world full of dreams. Speak the language of love like you know what it means.
So soon I'd be like, the phone would be going, Mum was like, who's
You
that?
can't be wrong.
Big number.
Simply the best.
Okay. Do you guys want to follow Mel?
Better
And you
than
guys can go
all
and
the
grab a seat and everything. Chill
Better
out.
than anyone.
See you guys after we get there.
Stuck on your heart. Hang on every word you say.
Follow Mel.
You tell us about Baby, I'll brag.
Do they have stones?
No, it's really strong. It's really bloody love.
The start of every night and every day.
That one that we're
Lost away. Just as long as you're here in my arms, there will be no pain.
When do you think we need to start working?
Simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone I've ever met. I'm stuck on your heart, babe, and hang on every word you say, and you tear us apart. Baby, I'd rather be. Each time you're with me, I start losing control. I get walking away from your heart and your soul. Need you, baby, even when I'm alone here, babe. Don't go away. You're simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone I've ever met. I'm stuck on your heart, babe, and hang on every word you say, and you tear us apart. Baby, I'd rather be. So, so no, baby, I'll be there. No matter where you go, baby, I'll be there. I'll be there. All my love is yours, all my time is ours, all my reckless dreams, all my restless hours, all my love, all my love. Although certain songs, although rising winds from the Arctic tide to roll deep blue. No matter where you go, baby, I'll be there. No matter where you go, baby, I'll be there. Said, I'll be there. No, my love is yours, all my time is ours, all my reckless dreams, all my restless hours, all my love, all my all my love.
It's really
Oh my.
If you'd like to take your seats, please, thank you.
Smile, don't worry. Oh no, it's raining.
It's alright, we've got umbrellas. We're okay. We're alright. No.
Have rain on
Good.
don't think it's going to come to anything.
Just our luck.
Yeah, classic.
Just our luck. We're good.
Okay, are we there? Yeah. So good afternoon and welcome to the wedding of Marissa and Nick here at Chippenham Park Estates, which has been duly sanctioned according to the law for the celebration of marriages. My name is Julie and I have the pleasure and the privilege of conducting today's ceremony. Here comes the sunshine. With me today is my colleague Jo, who will be creating the legal and historic record of this marriage. The ceremony this afternoon will be in accordance with the civil law of this country. This law requires Marissa and Nick to declare their freedom to marry each other before making their commitment of marriage. The vows that they will exchange today are a formal and public pledge of their love and promises to each other. Marissa and Nick have asked you to be here to witness their marriage vows and to share with them their happiness as they begin married life together. Being here today is an expression of the love, respect and friendship that they have for each other. Together they will be stronger to meet whatever life holds for them. You are here to witness the joining in matrimony of Marissa Charlotte Green and Nicholas Richard O'Leary. If any person knows of any lawful impediment to this marriage, they should declare it now. I think we're safe to continue. Chosen your guests very well there. Traditionally, couples have sought to unify their individual lives through the security of marriage. A marriage is a promise between two people who wish to spend their future together. It is making a commitment to share their dreams and memories, their joy and laughter, and to help and support one another. A strong marriage has a foundation of trust, understanding and encouragement, a willingness to accept each other as they are, and the courage to grow and change together. Marissa and Nick have found happiness and fulfillment, and they now wish to affirm their relationship. Marissa and Nick, before you are joined in matrimony, I have to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows that you're about to make. Marriage, according to the law of this country, is the union of two people voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. I'm now going to ask each of you in turn to declare that you are free to marry. And Marissa, the good news for you is I'm going to start with Nick today. So, just like to repeat after me, please. Oh, sorry, this is the bit where you do, are you? Are you, Nicholas Richard O'Leary, free lawfully to marry Marissa Charlotte Green?
Yes, I am.
That's good. That's a good start. Now you're. Are you, Marissa Charlotte Green, free lawfully to marry Nicholas Richard O'Leary?
Yes, I am.
Brilliant. That means we can continue. Okay. Brilliant. Before they make their legal vows, Marissa and Nick have chosen to make their own personal declarations to each other. So we're going to start with you again.
Sure.
Nick, do you promise to love and respect Marissa from this day forward?
I do.
Marissa, do you promise to love and respect Nick from this day forward?
I do.
We've now come to the legal vows. The vows that Marissa and Nick are about to make will not only last a lifetime, but will join them as husband and wife. Those of you that are able to, can I ask you please to stand? So we're going to start with you again, Nick, and you're going to be repeating after me.
Sure.
Okay. I, Nicholas Richard O'Leary,
I, Nicholas Richard O'Leary,
take you, Marissa Charlotte Green,
take you, Marissa Charlotte Green,
to be my wedded wife.
to be my wedded wife.
I, Marissa Charlotte Green,
I, Marissa Charlotte Green,
take you, Nicholas Richard O'Leary,
take you, Nicholas Richard O'Leary,
to be my wedded husband.
to be my wedded husband.
If you'd like to take your seats, please. Thank you very much. That is all the legal stuff out the way.
Absolutely, I do.
So Marissa and Nick have personally asked Daniel and Toby to do a reading for us today. So if you'd like to come forward. Yay!
Yay!
Well done.
Do you want to come and stand with us?
Yeah. You've got a copy of the reading? Yes.
Chapter 1 of the 1005 O.G. Preston. For two people, this dawn brought on a magical day. Now husband and wife, they head on their way. As a boat setting sail, may their journey begin with the calmest of waters, most helpful of wind, and they should stumble upon turbulent sea. May it pass them unharmed, leave them be. For here are two people whom love hunt as well as bitten. Here opens the book which has yet to be written. As the first page unfolds and their life inks its path, may it write a true story where forever love lasts. Let their journey be happy till death do they part. Of 1000 chapters, may this be the start.
Brilliant.
Gorgeous.
Did a brilliant job, Nick. So Marissa and Nick have chosen to exchange rings today. The giving and receiving of wedding rings is the traditional way of sealing a marriage commitment. Your rings, chosen with thought and care, are the outward sign of the vows that you're making here today. So Andy, I understand, has got the rings. Oh, if you want to come. Marissa's ring to Nick. Marissa, I give you this ring.
Marissa, I give you this ring
As a symbol of our marriage.
as a symbol of our marriage
And as a token
and as a token
of my love and lasting friendship.
of my love and lasting friendship,
Always and forever.
always and forever.
Nick, I give you this ring.
Nick, I give you this ring
As a symbol of our marriage.
as a symbol of our marriage
And as a token
and as a token
of my love and lasting friendship.
of my love and lasting friendship,
Always and forever.
always and forever.
Thank you very much, Andy. Take your seat. Well done.
Yeah.
So Nick and Marissa, you have made a statement to those around you of the relationship that you wish to cherish and share. A strong marriage is formed by love and friendship and by caring for one another. Today marks a new beginning for you both as a married couple, and we hope that you look back on today with happiness and joy. Our wish
So now that I've worn out the world, I'm on my knees in fascination, looking through the night, and the moon's never seen me before. But I'm reflecting light, roll the pain down, don't often look up, looked into your eyes, lost open windows all around, my dark heart lit up. sky. So now that I've worn out the world, I'm on my knees in fascination, looking through the night, and the moon's never seen me before. But I'm reflecting light. I give all the ground under my feet, hold on to nothing for good. Turn and run through all the mean times, stand alone, misunderstood. So now that I've worn out the world, I'm on my knees in fascination, I'm looking through the night, and the moon's never seen me before. And I'm reflecting light, and I'm reflecting light, and I'm reflecting light. Thank you so much. There's more to come.
And let's have a huge cheer as we welcome our new... If I could ask you all please to be outstanding. And let's have a huge cheer as we welcome our new...
You know that I'm proud and I can't get the words out. No, 'cause I wanna be with you every way. 'Cause I wanna be with you every way. I wanna be with you every way. Yes, something's happening to me. You know my friends say I'm acting peculiarly. Come along, baby, and better make a start. You better make it soon before you break my heart. No, 'cause I know I wanna be with you every way. You know, 'cause
I'll be the wee The smoky. Be the rose between the two thorns.
My friend, I was like, Mel and I know completely different person. Are you like totally sketchy?
Beautiful, thank you. And then,
guys, like, kind of my favourite part of the wedding.
Is there any chance we could do the groomsmen now?
throw that.
I'm a heavy fucker as well.
Perfect, well done.
Alright. Cheers, boys. Thank you very much.
Guys, do you want one that's just Nick, Andy, Dan?
Lovely to see you. Thank you so much. Everyone started walking.
For the first time, Mr. and Mrs. O'Leary Green.
Still clapping.
Okay, Marcus, turn it off.
Are we sitting? Are we not?
Yeah, you guys. Feel free to sit. Hi everyone!
My attention here was we're going to have a speech from the lovely couple, Nick and Marissa.
Big love to Daniel, keeping the crowds entertained today. Honestly, it is amazing to look around and see so many people here who have all come to join us today. I can't get over it. It is absolutely amazing. A huge welcome to you all. We're so happy that today, on our special day, you could all join us from all over the world, which is absolutely fantastic. Later on, there will be a disco, and we're really excited to bust some moves with you all. Please don't judge our bad dancing, but if you've got some moves as well, we would love to see them.
We just want to say a few thank yous. Thank you to our parents, Rachel and Martin, and Stanley and Phyllis, and our siblings, Corin, Fran, Maddie, Daniel, Phoebe and Simon, for their love and support planning the wedding, and for making us both feel so welcome in each other's families, which we're so delighted to join together today, but I do apologise in advance to the O'Learys.
Special mention today to my sister Fran, who couldn't be here today because she's been a bit busy. She just gave birth to our new niece, Cersei O'Leary. So Cersei Cunliffe O'Leary, yeah. But I was like, can you not get your priorities right? Like, what's going on with this timing?
And thank you as well to our bridal and groom parties. We honestly both love you all so much. We really, really do. We're honoured to have friends from all the way through our lives here today, from primary school to more recent friendships. Special shout out to MC Sparksy, 2K23, for being our wonderful Master of Ceremonies today.
And it's also amazing to see, as we said, we've got some international guests joining us today, so I hope I don't forget any of you, but it's so humbling to see. We've got my Uncle Mark, we've also got Pam, Matt, Samira and Tom, who have all travelled from Canada today to be with us, which is absolutely fantastic. We've got Dave from Australia, who's come to join us too. And then, of course, one of my best men, Andy, and Maggie and Amy have come all the way from America. And I haven't forgotten anyone. Have I forgotten anyone? No.
and Mum and Dad from Portugal, of course. And obviously the clan all the way from Scotland as well. And I did win the fight to get 500 miles in the playlist because Nick actually thought that was a question.
And I'd just like to, if we could just take a moment to just marvel at how gorgeous, how beautiful. I'm looking. Yeah. No, of course not. I'm only messing. My gorgeous new wife today, Marissa O'Leary Green. I must be the luckiest person in the world because I get to marry my best friend and someone who I can have a laugh with for the rest of our days, and someone who I just love being around.
And can we also take a moment to appreciate my handsome husband, giving his best Peaky Blinders chic. You are the most perfect person, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life having adventures and cracking jokes with you. You're the most kind, funny and supportive man that I know, and I'm so excited to have you as my best friend and now my husband forever.
And I'm going to keep the schmoozy stuff going. I apologise, but this will be it. But yeah, so Marissa is honestly the kindest person who I've ever met. Her love for life is so infectious, and she's so compassionate for others, and it is just an absolute joy to welcome her to our family. So I'm obviously absolutely thrilled to make her my wife today. So please, for the very first time, I would like you to raise whatever glass you have in your hands, and I'd like to raise a toast to the start of the rest of our lives as Marissa and Nick O'Leary Green.
Cheers!
Daniel?
Oh, is it me? Oh, Daniel. Daniel.
I think it's you guys now. Is that all right?
Thank you very much. Marissa's mum and dad here to Martin and Rachel, we're going to bring up these. Dad first, Martin and Rachel here to make the announcements. So,
yeah, I was thinking, what to say, and Nick sort of growing up as a teenager and so on was always quite a bit one of the lads, and lots of good friends, but very much a sporty boy. Went off to university, came back in one of the summer vacations, and we thought, oh, he's going to be working in Cambridge somewhere. That's where we live, near Cambridge. And he suddenly announced, be careful out there.
That's okay, you can carry on.
So he surprised us by saying, oh no, I'm off to Tanzania for 8 weeks to work in an orphanage. And I was hugely impressed by that, and sort of actually remained hugely impressed by that. He's always been very good natured, but I thought this is something really special. That then led on to a kind of a bit of a travel back and backpacking, and went off with Mike, didn't you, to the Himalayas and round Asia, and went off with Andy to South America. So it took him some time to settle down, and it's really good to see him settling down with Marissa. Both they suit each other so well, both very good-natured people, and it's great, isn't it? I think it's great. So I will now hand you over to my wife, Rachel.
What he said, basically. Nick's a good bloke, and I can recommend him.
And when we first met Marissa, we realised straight away she fitted right in, fitted into our lives, into our hearts, into everything. and she gave me chocolate. So, yeah, I'm just delighted that Nick and Marissa have built, between the two of them together, a really good, strong, emotionally aware, loving relationship, which is going to last many happy years, I hope. And I know I'm joined today by Nick's Aunt Anne Hambridge in Canada, who couldn't travel to this happy occasion. She'd love to, but for health reasons she has to stay put. But she did lend us my brother Mark, so that's very kind.
A one-way ticket.
So, well done, Nick, for finding Marissa and persuading her to stick around. It took a little bit of perhaps not entirely truthful. Let me just say, don't ask him to play the guitar. He might have said something about how good he was at the guitar. It's not true. He's a great DJ. So let's wish them a long and happy life, many years of joy and love.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're now going to go to the father of the beautiful bride here, Stan.
Thank you.
The stage is yours.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well done. Okay. Good. Take it out my pocket. It's not too bad. It's only one page.
If you knew my dad, you'd know that that's a miracle.
That's a miracle.
The font is very small.
Welcome everybody to this fabulous occasion. As the father of the bride, obviously it's a special speech that I'm privileged to make. And what Marissa said to me was, Dad, I'm not worried about a single thing about the whole wedding except your speech. Unfortunately, my idea of humour and Marissa's don't always see eye to eye because my humour is like 40 years out of date. So I've had to rethink my whole ethos about this. Anyway, I've decided to say, hi there, I'm Stan, thanks for coming and good night. Now that's how Marissa wanted my speech to go, but I'm taking every opportunity to make the most of this. So she said to me, Dad, she said, you're old. Yes, yes. So please try to be modern. So here's my one attempt at being modern. So for tonight and one night only, I am Stan, he, him,
No.
and I am identifying as the father of the bride. So welcome everyone and thank you for coming to celebrate Marissa and Nick's wedding day with us. Now I must admit to being very nervous about making this speech, not because I'm in front of 150 people, but usually I don't get to speak for very long without being interrupted. So here we go. Marissa, what a beautiful bride you are. Your happiness in marrying Nick makes you shine, and this has been reflected in how beautiful and happy you have made your mother today. And how proud I was to give you to Nick, but saddened too as I'm now officially no longer the number one man in your life. I remember when you were only a little girl and Phyllis had trained you so well, and I used to say to you, Marissa, what's Daddy? And Phyllis had trained you to say, Daddy, you're magnificent. And I used to love that.
You're magnificent, Dad.
Thank you. But now, Nick, it's up to you to take over that mantle
You're
of being magnificent in Marissa's life. Now, I'm not sure what you call a gathering of bridesmaids. I don't know whether you call them a flock or a gaggle of bridesmaids, whatever. But you all look absolutely amazing today, and thank you all so much for making everything go so smoothly. And to all the ushers and groomsmen as well for everything they've done for making today really something to remember. At this point, I want to mention how proud your grandparents, Benny and Simon and Esther and Connie would be. They would be so proud of you today, and we remember them today along with my brother-in-law Peter. Also, very important to have all my family here, my son and daughter and families, and it's not often we get the chance to be all together at the one place at the one time, so that makes it very special as well. I first met Marissa January 1995, and it's been quite the journey since.
Oh no, here we go.
She was such a sweet and adorable child, and then she grew into a teenager, and everything changed. It was the usual stuff, of course. She became a goth. There were boys, some weird and wonderful, and her love of tattoos and a piercing or two, over which we had a few spirited discussions. But one thing always stood out with Marissa, and that was her determination and willingness to work hard. She even took a job waitressing in a garden centre so she could earn money to buy her own cigarettes, which I refused to subsidise. But also very conscientious and diligent with her studies at school. And at the tender age of 17, she left home to study at Cambridge, and as it turns out, her life took a completely different path. And our little girl had flown the nest for good. You have excelled academically. I've lost track of degrees and postgraduate diplomas and what have you. I don't even try and remember them all now. But you have grown into a loving and empathetic woman. You have devoted much time to charitable work for refugees, travelling abroad to assist them. And you have just recently started your dream job as a mental health officer at Anglia Ruskin University, a job for which you are ideally suited. You also deal and have dealt with and continue to deal with some challenging health issues on a daily basis, but you do it with amazing positivity and courage, and you're an inspiration to all of us. This is in no small part down to the love and support from your now husband Nick. I remember meeting Nick for the first time and instantly liked him. And I think that was because you paid for the drinks. But you are the most polite, considerate and likeable person I've ever met. And the love and support you have given Marissa has been unconditional, and we all love you for that. You're also a very hard-working young man, conscientious and diligent in your career, and you are creating a lifestyle together and planning a future together, and you make a great team. You are absolutely perfect for each other.
Thank you.
So Nick, as your now father-in-law, I'm going to give you some advice that I have learned after being married to Phyllis for 30 years, which we celebrate next month.
Congratulations.
Now, Nick, you can either be right or you can be happy. The last time I was right was 25 years ago, but I've been happy ever since. I asked Phyllis if I'm happy. She tells me I am, and that's good enough for me. So, just be happy. We also know so many of your friends from your student days, most of whom are here today, and it's been wonderful, Phyllis and I, to see you all again. So many of you have visited us and stayed with us in Portugal, and I hope you will continue, as you're always welcome. And I have to ask Emma, who's always promised to come and visit, that you and Sarah will come and visit us one day soon. To Martin and Rachel, we have really enjoyed getting to know you, and thank you for welcoming Marissa so warmly into your family. And we look forward to sharing many more happy times with you both together with Marissa and Nick. So at this point, it only remains for me, on behalf of Phyllis and myself and every guest here, to give you both all our blessings, that your obvious love for each other continues to grow down the years to come, and that your life together prospers and flourishes.
Thank you, Dad.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sit down. We good? What? Good?
Yeah, we're good. Andy!
Nicholas! Firstly, a huge congratulations to you and your beautiful bride today. You both look spectacular, and I think I speak on everyone here that we are so very happy for you both on your special day. Best man speeches typically aim at embarrassing the groom with nostalgic nonsense from their past. Like that time in our teens, we were all at a house party and a few of us were chilling in the bathroom, and you decided to drop your trousers, exposing yourself and advancing towards me, giggling. Thank you. Only for me to push you away into a glass shower, smashing the door to pieces, and providing the other party guests who came to investigate with a bit of a show. But not this speech. Not on your special day. It is, however, an honour to stand here today and speak at your wedding. You've been like a brother to me since we met all those years ago at school, and you've always stayed a true friend, and I couldn't ask for more. You're always there, whether it's one of our nonsense chats or actual life crisis. Your ability to go from an idiot to life coach is astounding, and I truly cherish it. Through school and college, you led the charge on the latest fashion trends for us boys. Cardigans, bootcut jeans, fake Burberry, rosary beads from Topman, just to name a few. Playing a leading role in bunking off lessons to do wildish activities like a breakfast at Tesco. Becoming superstar DJs and running our own house night, playing venues in Cambridge and London were some of the best years, and it was so good to be mixing by your side as you brought in yet another banger. Over the years, I've had the pleasure to travel with you with places afar, Magaluf, Ayia Napa, Ibiza, and Vietnam. But you also had a lust to explore as a lone wolf, being a big hippie, traveling across India, Southeast Asia with nothing but your rucksack, a dream, and a guitar that you couldn't play. In all seriousness, no, your passion to do well and seek the best in life, no matter how big or small, is infectious, and little do you know, you are a big inspiration to all your friends and family. Now to your beautiful bride. I remember when Nick first told me about Marissa and their first date, and how Marissa had said to Nick she didn't like people who did accents, and knowing Nick very well, he nodded in agreement.
Yeah, we are off the bed.
Being elsewhere at the time, I didn't get to meet Marissa until several months later. But it was clear that the relationship had begun to mature and they were exclusive. Nick had told me so many good things about Marissa that when it actually came to finally meeting her, I was genuinely nervous. But I needn't have as she was just as warm, loving, and odd as Nick. And seeing how happy you made him was all I needed to know, and I too now have the honour of calling you my friend. Fast forward a few years, and amid a small, world-changing event they call the Rona, Nick and Marissa decided to move in together to avoid social distancing. And wonderfully, I got to see firsthand the relationship go from strength to strength. However, it was at this point when I had to come to terms that I was losing a piece of my man. But there was never any fear, as we gained another member to our clan. I've been very lucky to get to know you, Marissa, and how wonderful of a human you are. You are so thoughtful, caring, and selfless. I couldn't think of a better person for our Nick. Together, you both bring so much fun and energy. There is never a dull moment or a topic that can be unpicked. You make everyone feel relaxed and at ease, as you two make life look so effortless. I love you both from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the very best in your future together. Please raise your glass and join me for a toast to old and new friends.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so glad you could all be here today to celebrate the marriage of Marissa and Nick. Many of you have travelled hundreds, if not thousands of miles by air, land and sea. It's incredible how far people will go for a free meal. However you got here, thank you. Your long journeys mean that Marissa and Nick are surrounded by all their favourite people on their special day. My name is Mike and I've travelled from Fordham, the next village. Nick and I have been friends for about 15 years now. As his best man, he trusts me and knows I would never let him down. That's why there are 3 of us on duty today. Nick's a smart lad. He studied for 3 years at Sheffield University, graduating with an MBA in sports. When he was done there, he moved back to Cambridge to study for his PGCE. He attended the prestigious Homerton College, spookily the very same university Marissa went to. I also went to Cambridge, but only to shop at the big Tesco's. While studying and teaching, Nick still finds time to pursue a semi-professional DJing career, organising and playing at festivals and clubs around the area. Back in the day when I had a social life, the after parties would often end up at my house. On one of these nights, Nick and I were a little bit drunk and we decided that we were going to climb Mount Everest. A couple of months later, we're on our way to Nepal. One last flight from Kathmandu to Lukla, and we're in the Himalayas. After 10 days trekking the Himalayan tundra, through some mind-blowing scenery and across some terrifying rope bridges, we had made it to 17,500 feet above sea level. We were at base camp. We looked across at the Khumbu Icefall, then up at the majestic Mount Everest, and together we both said, nah. We headed back to civilization. Although we had only made it to the bottom of the hill, it was enough to catch the travel bug. Thanks to Nick's very generous teacher's holiday, we were lucky enough to spend several summers backpacking around the world, from riding motorbikes with Andy in Vietnam to being robbed at gunpoint in Colombia. We had a great time. We met some amazing people on our trips and some total roasters as well. A while back, Nick said he'd been on a few dates with a Scottish girl. I thought, oh, that's exotic. I asked how it was going. He said, yeah, good. With high praise like this, I knew we'd probably end up marrying this girl. Here we are today. They make a bonny couple. They're always fun to be around and both very funny. They're a very popular couple, illustrated perfectly by Marissa's lucky 18 bridesmaids. There's an obvious attraction between the two as well. Marissa on several occasions had tried to convince me that Nick could get work as Ryan Gosling's lookalike. Big Ken. I get it, but they do say love is blind. Marissa has been very generous towards my fiancée Kelly, making sure to invite her out when she moved up here from Kent. Kelly and I have 2 children together, a gassy 5-week-old daughter, Chloe Maria, aka Princess Charming, and our 18-month-old son, Captain Goodboy, formerly known as Freddie Nicholas. We decided on his middle name in honour of the great Nicolas Cage. Nick and I both love his acting. All dad jokes aside, if Kelly and I manage to raise a man and a woman with the integrity and kindness of these 2, we'll class it as a job well done. So on that note, please raise your glasses for the happy couple. Mazel tov, everyone. Wow, that's it. Cheers, mate.
You start here.
Did you see the microphone? I just kept hitting myself in the head with it.
Put this down next to you, Stan. Thank you. Thanks. Hello. Yeah? Okay, testing. So, unlike Stan, I've got 2 pages to read, but I've got big handwriting, so I'll keep it short and sweet and we can all boogie afterwards. So when Marissa asked me to say a speech and give a toast today, I thought this would be my perfect opportunity to share all of the embarrassing stories we've had over the past 5 years. But whenever I sat down and tried to write the speech, all I could think about was what a perfect team Nick and Marissa make. When I look at them, I see the results of the hard work that they've put in to each other and to themselves. Every day they show up for each other in the most selfless, gracious partnership, and I know this will continue into their marriage. Marissa has been the most chilled bride, almost horizontal in fact. Thank you. To me, it's just more confirmation of the commitment they've made to each other. This marriage isn't just about a party, a fantastic one note, so thank you very much, but instead it's about the rest of their lives together. I wish you both a lifetime of happiness, love, quality time, fluffy dogs, adventures, commitment, and snacks.
I knew it was coming.
Also, on your cards in front of you on a table, if you turn it round, you'll see that a donation's been made on behalf, in your name, to the MS Trust. So thank you again, that's really kind. And I'd like to take this opportunity to ask everyone to raise their glass to the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. O'Leary Green.
You make me nervous. I think I might be hooked on you. All of the things you said to me, it seems like you like me too. We can take it slow, make sure we do this right. Canceled all my plans to be with you tonight. So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go, come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but I think we were meant to be. You make me anxious. I think I might be stuck on you. I love the things you did for me. It seems like you're dropping clues. There's no need to rush, so let's just take our time.
Applause and introduce for the very first dance the married couple, Mr. and Mrs. O'Leary Green.
Boys and girls, it's all about the love, the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Green O'Leary. O'Leary Green. Thanks, all this over. Right. Just join in.
brightest lights on, I was one. One night in Frisco, on the outskirts of Frisco, I was cruising